Democratic Senator Joe Manchin live on the Hill. And Senator, good morning to you, and thank you for
Good morning, Bill. How are you?
Back here. I'm fine. Thank you for your time. What do you expect to hear from the President, Senator?
Well, Bill, I've said this before. I said, you know, we're the only superpower left in the world, and to be a superpower takes more than just super military might or super financial might. It takes super diplomacy, and I think now's the time for the President to show the true super diplomacy that can bring everybody back together and calm this thing down to the point. We have so many troops on the front lines, so many families who are concerned about their loved ones being in harm's way. We owe that to everybody to do everything that we can to bring and ratchet this down if we can. We're not going to let Iran have its way, if you will. But on the other hand, we have to understand this was not a surprise, the attack last night. We knew something was coming. They telegraphed that pretty openly. If that was their message and they can save face, the diplomacy now should take shape to where we can get back to some type of discourse or some type of basically civility that we can work, even though we have our differences, without a full-blown war.
If you look at a lot of the language from overnight and again today, it appears that you're going to get your wish. I don't know if that's the case or not, but you look at the tweet from the President and the Foreign Minister, Javad Zarif, when he talked about taking, concluded proportionate measures. The thing that gives me pause is what the Ayatollah said today in Tehran. He talked about the discussion about revenge as something else. This was just a slap in the face last night. So language is important. What do you take from that?
Well, language, Bill, is important on both sides. You know, over there, language is very important in basically their honor and how they take things in such a personal way and want to revenge on everything. We have to look at it from the standpoint, we are the superpower of the world. We are the leaders of the world, and we are basically the peacekeepers of the world, or we have always been that. We should continue to strive for that. But the bottom line is America has the might to do what it needs to do in order to bring peace about. And not just from the standpoint of what Iran and the bad actors. I didn't vote for the JCPOA. I didn't think that Iran would ever keep its bargain. I want the President to succeed. I want him to work with Congress. The President basically has the responsibility to protect this country and to protect every citizen of this great country of America, of ours. But also he does not have the right to take us to war without Congress being included in that. And that's what we're talking about. You know, right now, rather than
You're
just
not
the
suggesting we're headed that way, are you?
I am not suggesting that, and I sure pray to good Lord that it doesn't go in that direction. But the bottom line is that we haven't had, you know, we keep talking about AUMF, which is Authority to Use Military Force. And it needs to have Congress's basically involvement in that. It hasn't been done since 2002, after the 9/11 attack in 2001. It needs to be reviewed, whether it be a Democrat or a Republican president. It's not against the President Trump. I've said this, you know, I personally like President Trump, but I love my country, and I would think that we're thinking about our country more than we are, whether it's a Republican or Democrat or who you like and who you dislike.
Yeah, two more things.
Bigger than that,
Senator, two more things here. Did you support the killing of Soleimani last Friday morning?
Well, the bottom line was this is a bad actor. This person probably should have been in all purposes from a war standpoint and how he's waged war against Americans and American troops, taken out in some fashion many, many years ago. We've known this person's been around and a bad actor for a long time. Only thing what's hard, Bill, so you want to know what's going back on both sides. The President hasn't been that fond of the intelligence agencies that we have, the 17. All of a sudden now this becomes the gospel, and all we're saying is they want to see, and I guess hopefully today at 2 o'clock we'll be able to find out what the imminent threat was.
So that is my understanding. You have not been briefed yet, but that'll happen this afternoon. Is that right?
Ours happens at 2 o'clock today, so it should give us some answers because we have all four of the top people.
Just one last question on that. Some members of Congress were briefed yesterday. Have you been privy to any of the information they were given?
No, we've had the Gang of 8, and basically on that level there, that's the President and the Vice President, his intelligence staff, but they're meeting with the 8 leaders, basically Democrat and Republicans. I mean, there has to be some civility here, and there has to be basically this partisan divide has to stop, Bill. We can't continue. I'm an American, whether I'm a Democrat or Republican, I'm an American first. And that's what this is about. The President Trump is my president. I want him to succeed. But on the other hand, I want him to understand there's 3 branches of government, and we all got to work together.
Senator, thank you. Joe Manchin, the Democrat from West Virginia, thanks for coming back, and we will speak again very soon.
Sure.
And we'll follow up on the briefing you get later today. Thank you, sir. Stand by.
Thank you.